Robert De Niro, thank you so much for being on the show tonight. I really appreciate it. I'm a big fan of yours, and I am happy that you're here. I'd love to know your thoughts of what's going on in the country right now. It's certainly a turning point in a lot of ways for the country. Hopefully, a turning point for a lot of people personally. What are you reflecting about right now with everything going on?
Well, it's an interesting time, for me personally, but I'm more fortunate. I have a place I can be at, which is comfortable. And I mean, there are still things that are difficult, but it's not good for the country, the major part of the country. And this whole thing could have been avoided if Trump had listened to the people in the intelligence community. They kept telling him something was coming. A woman named Messonnier, she did it. She disappeared all of a sudden because he didn't like what she was saying. And what scares me is that people just were afraid to tell him the truth. And if you tell him the truth, then he's going to be mad at you and he's going to let you go. And then what? And it's crazy. It's like telling a crazy relative they don't want you avoid arguing with them because they're going to go crazy, but they run the country. You have
Yeah, he's the crazy relative. Yeah.
You got there's no choice. Your allegiance is to the country, not to him. So there's the insanity of it all. And we're all paying the price. And the chaos is just from when he started to where we are now. When he was a businessman on his own, here we are. We're all paying this price. Granted, it might have been worse than we would have hoped, but never what it is now. Never, never, never.
Could you ever seen anything like this happening in our country or in our lifetime?
No, it's unimaginable. It's like a surreal science fiction movie.
It really is, yeah. And do you think, I know you're a pretty hopeful guy. I mean, are you hoping for change? Or do you think that'll come around?
I'm hoping that, of course, there's change and that not many people will suffer because we also had all the protests and everything going on. Rightfully so. People were so angry that they didn't care. It seems they said, I'm going out anyway. I'll wear a mask. I think a lot of people did wear masks. It seems that way, but that's how angry everybody was. So again, that's saying another thing, again, exacerbated by the situation with this administration. Then of course, what they did for him going out going out in Lafayette Park in front of the church with a Bible. It's beyond absurd, beyond theater of the absurd. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah. People are upset, obviously, and looking for actual change. I feel like I'm hopeful that something is going to come out of all of this. Have you had the conversations about race with your kids or?
No, my children are all half black, and I don't have even me. I take certain things for granted, but my kids. Well, in some instances, they know, and we don't say it, not much, but it's something when you hear parents, when people say that they tell their kids, keep your hand when you stopped by anybody or cops, keep your hands on the steering wheel. Don't make a sudden move. Don't put your hands below. Don't do this. You understand that. That's scary. That's scary.
Yeah.
It has to change. People have to feel like a lot of people have been saying that the cops have to help in the community, have a sensitivity. And there are good cops, of course, who have that already, but there are some who don't, and they shouldn't be there. Anybody who hurts another person for no reason other than self-defense or the defense of other people around shouldn't be doing that job. You've got to, and I know I'm not a cop, so I don't know the day-to-day stuff that they go through, but still, there has to be a change, and people have to be trained and be more sensitive to certain things. And not that people aren't many times, but there's still people who are not, and so that's got to change.
Yeah, you're right. We were talking before we started this about the Tribeca Film Festival, and when you first started, was it Nelson Mandela? Did he? Did he?
Yes, Nelson Mandela came to the the opening of the film festival in 2002, and we had Clinton and we had other people. It was
That's amazing.
yeah, I mean, and he would watch movies in Robben Island. It's well-known stories about that, the way I understand it, and I think he saw some of my movies. I'm assuming he did. And from time to time, he would call me someplace. I'd be in there, ask me, I forget, some questions about something, but we had a nice.
It's like when you need some movies to lift you up sometimes, and sometimes you can get a really good message from a really good movie.
Well, that's what movies do. They bring people together, and you realize and see that it's as corny as it all sounds, is that we're all together. We're all human beings. We're all in this together. And especially as the world gets more and more, as people get closer to each other with communication and everything else going on, and this virus that just spreads like nothing. So we all have to look after each other with climate change, with everything. It has to be. It has to be. It's a matter of survival. And I don't understand people who don't understand that. They're looking at it in a very short-sighted way. It's inevitable that we come together to save this planet. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, we have to. It's interesting though. Some people not wearing masks, and you go,
Yeah.
"What are you doing?
I
What
I
are
know,
you doing?"
I know.
And they go, "I'm wearing the mask," and they go, "You don't have to wear the mask." I go, "Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Everyone has to. Just until this is done. What do you care? It's a mask."
It's such a more normal thing to do in other cultures, like in China and Japan. When I travel there, I'd see people in masks all the time. That's if they have something they don't want to give it to somebody, they wear a mask. It's very common. So
Yeah.
it's something that we're going to have to get used to.
I think so too. You have a thing that you're doing with the Tribeca Film Festival because you had to postpone it due to the pandemic, but you have a really good answer, and I want to talk about that when we come back. More with Robert De Niro.
On and on and on. I said, and it's on and on and on.